Okay, so today I want to talk about something that's very important. I want to talk about having all of these ads running. You got your Facebook ads, you got your Google ads, or you've got your LinkedIn or Twitter ads, and your ads aren't really making you any money, and you just are not seeing the return on investment for the amount of energy and effort that you are putting into your advertising campaigns. And I know this is a common problem, and I know this is a problem that a lot of people have. So I just thought today I'd make a video and I just want to talk about a whole bunch of concepts, a whole bunch of things related to the underlying problem. And I know for many of you, you're looking at your product, you think that if you change the price, you think that if you give a discount, things will change. So what happens is you go back, you change your prices, you slash them by 50%, sometimes 75%, and no one ends up buying anyway, and nobody seems to care. And to tell you the truth, it's depressing. It's not nice to put this much effort into your ads, paying designers, setting up a beautiful website, and at the end of the day, no one is buying from you. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about just because I've been doing this for the past 3 years. And what I want to do is I want to save you from all of that pain that I went through when I was starting out. And so there's going to be a couple of sections to this video. And I suggest that you listen to everything, because although some of the concepts that I talk about might not apply to you, I think that maybe 80% of the video will be some information that you do find useful and some information that you can apply. I mean, even if you do have a successful store or run successful campaigns, you can always do better. So I just want to talk about a couple of things. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about your mindset whenever you're creating ads or whenever you're about to run an ads campaign. And usually the expectation is I'm going to spend $100, or I'm going to spend $200, or I'm going to spend $1,000, and the more traffic that I can get, the better. So what happens is you just try and get as many people, obviously targeted customers, through to your store or your website or your online page, and you're just throwing traffic at the problem, but you're not really uncovering what the problem is. Now, the problem that I have with this mindset of just throwing people to a web page and hoping they buy is that you have to remember something about the traffic that you're sending to your website, and that is that they're actual human beings. They have thoughts, they have feelings, and most of all, they have intelligence. So let me ask you this question. If somebody came up to you that you didn't know from a bar of soap and they asked you to buy something, what would your reaction be? How would that make you feel? If a stranger just walked up and said, "Hey, buy this, buy this, hey, take a look at this and buy, and buy," you would probably have the same reaction that a lot of clients or web visitors have to your website, which is you wouldn't buy. In fact, some statistics show that only 3% of people who go to a website for the first time actually end up buying first time. And we call those instinctual buyers. So if only 3% of them are buying, 97% of your money is being wasted, especially all of this money that you're pouring into ads. Now, you can get an amazing click-through rate, your ad can have an amazing score, but to tell you the truth, we're not in this to get good ad metrics, we're in this for the sale. But the problem is, we are going, as marketers, as business owners, as people who want to sell things, we are running for our clients' pockets before we even understand the clients that we're trying to sell to. Okay? So I want to put this concept in your mind, okay? I want you to stop selling and I want you to start serving. Stop trying to sell to people and start serving them instead. Okay? Now, the reason why I say this, and I'm going to say a couple of things here, but the first concept that I want to tell you is that the client's email is far more important. The email address is far more important than money. Okay? Because if you can get the client's email address and start building a relationship with the client, first of all, your traffic will always be free. So if I've got 1,000 people on an email database that I can email at any time, that is more valuable to me than having to pay Google and Facebook and Twitter over and over and over and over again just to get new traffic so that I can only retain 3% of that traffic. So I want you to go after the email address and not go after the initial sale. Okay? So you can do that by creating a landing page. For those of you who don't know, don't try and send your email or your ads traffic over to just a website, just linking to your website and hoping that they would buy. Create a dedicated, focused landing page that's got only enough space for the client to take one of two actions. Number one, they either give you their email address, or number two, they leave the page. That's it. And how do you might be asking me, but Devon, how do I get somebody to give me their email address? I'm not in this thing to collect email addresses. I want to sell something to someone. Let me tell you why the email address is important. When you're going for the email address, you're basically going forward with an offer. And usually you would say, hey, sign up to our newsletter or do this and you'll get a discount. All of those things the client hears every single day of their life. What you need to do is you need to look into the mind of your client, understand the mind of your client, and try and build an offer that helps them sort out one of their problems and give it away for free. So in other words, you need to stop selling and you need to serve first. In order for there to be a relationship, you need to create that relationship with the client. And you can do that by helping them through their problem. Now, I won't say I like free consultations or free web audits or, things that people brand as free, but they are not really free. I mean something completely free. It doesn't have to take your time or effort to help the client along, but it does have to be something that they will find of value and that helps them out with a specific problem. So, for example, if you look at our page, I give away my ebook for free, which I've written, which actually helps people to save money on their ads. Now, I could have charged for the ebook, but I'm giving it away for free. Why? Because I'm trying to develop a relationship with my clients and actually help them out. And you know what? If they take the free ebook and they don't buy anything from me, that's okay as well. It's all about getting into a mentality whereby you serve the customer first before you try and reach for their wallet or reach for their pockets. Okay, so what I want you to do is, if you're brand new to this whole online marketing thing and you're confused and you're struggling with ads and all of those things. There's 5 things I want you to remember. Number 1, stop selling, start serving. Number 2, the email address is more valuable than the initial sale. Number 3, I want you to use a landing page. Use a dedicated, focused landing page. And if you check my channel, I teach you how to do exactly that. Or you can see there's probably over 4,000 videos on YouTube that'll teach you how to do the same thing. And lastly, I think I'm on number 5. I hope I'm on number 5. The main thing I want you to remember is you are not your results, okay? Just because your product isn't selling now, just because your online store isn't making any money now, doesn't mean you're a failure, and it doesn't mean that you suck, and it doesn't mean that your product sucks. You just need to understand that there is a technique to doing what you're doing. It's just like trying to swim and jump into the water and just waving your arms and legs about. You're not gonna end up swimming. And I think that is the approach that a lot of people take to online marketing and social media marketing. Is they just want to throw money at the problem until the problem stops. And what happens is, although you're spending a ton of money, you're just not going to get your return on your investment, because you are trying to sell to people who don't know you, who don't have a relationship with you, and it's never going to work out well. So those are my words of wisdom. I just wanted to make this video just to help you guys out. If you have any questions, or if you have any things that you want to ask my opinion about, or if you have anything that you want me to make a video about, feel free to comment on the section below. And thank you very much for watching this video.